everybody. Good evening, good evening. Okay, Gavin will be coming late. Jia Yin will not be coming for a while first. I think he has something on for preparing for his, I think it's other subject. Maybe oral coming or things like that. So she may not be coming or watching video later on. Okay, so we will start now. So first of all, I'd like to say, I think I'll wait for Calvin, then we say that. Okay, so maybe we go through the paper first. Okay. So Raymond, you saw your paper, huh?
Yes.
Okay. So this is, but to be fair, even though you passed, but it took 2 hours to do lah.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think, I'm not sure, I leave it to you. I leave it to you. Hey, wait, you stay around in near Yio Chu Kang, Your place near Yio Chu Kang, right?
Not really. I mean, a few stations, so yes.
Okay. So in future, if you really want to say, Uncle Raymond, I think I need another face-to-face exam paper. Can you set up? Yeah. Actually, that day when you went to the Grassroots Club, actually I'm getting the boss to set a corner, a special corner to build up for classroom. So when you're going to start, maybe 1 or 2 months time, or maybe I'm not sure. So we're going to box up the place so you guys can come and chill, can use the place and study if you want to. All right. Of course, there is a non-aircon area, but you can come into the aircon areas and chill and then do your exam and things like that. Or you can, I will be there most of the time. So that will be my classroom. All right. I may be doing Zoom there sometime. That will be my second class, my second place for Zoom. So that will be more centralized because Yio Chu Kang is kind of pretty, accessible from the CTE and all these places. So like I say, please do not hesitate. Okay, I know, Raymond, do you start to feel the stress now?
I started stressing like way back, like all the way from March.
Okay.
I'm just naturally stressed, like maybe because it's my last year.
Yeah, continue to stress because let me share with you. No, seriously, last few days, last week, on Tuesday, I was having my Sec4 student. All of them was so freaking stressed when it came to my classroom. All was so grumpy, moody, and put on a very sad face and stressed because the oral is coming right this month. Correct? Listening, comprehend everything, all stressed out. That shows something. The good things of stress is good because you know that you want to prepare well and do well. If you have no stress, also good because you know you're already you're well prepared. Then that is also bad thing that is stress that the students are not well prepared. So which one is it? Does take it as it is that stress in part and parcel, because if you cannot take the stress now, honestly, Raymond's, Mei, Wang Kang, Gavin's, and Jia Ying, then sorry, don't study university. That one is even more stress. Okay. My nephew now primary 6, every day study until 5-6 hours until quite late at night. In fact, just now also study, and last night we study until quite late also. So there's a saying 先苦后甜是没有错的 right? Okay, so don't worry too much. Okay, so let me go through the. Is there the answer there? Do I have the answer? Okay, no answer. Okay, let's look at the where's my background information? Sorry, let me take here. Okay, background information. Let me open up the other file first. Sorry, I thought I opened the file, but it doesn't seem to open. I want to show the answer to all of you. Give me a minute. I'm giving get the answer right now. Okay. Yeah, if you have your paper on your handphones, Wang Kang, did you receive my message just now? Yeah, okay. So you can open out your handphone. Thank you. Where's my answer? Okay. You just sorry lah. I sent about 1 hour plus. Okay, let's go through this homework. Okay. So practice your oral. I know you don't do reading, but let's do it. Okay, Mei, are you able to read? It's okay. You don't read. Wait, sorry, Mei, sorry, hold on. Wang Kang is okay, it's okay, don't worry. Okay. No, sometimes I just worry my phone cannot send through to you, not you cannot receive. If you cannot receive, there are many reasons because the sender may have some problem or sometimes the Wi-Fi issue.
So I'm having listening like next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday, all the best. Okay, so the
Yeah.
thing is that before you start your listening comprehension, look through the paper. Look through the paper and see what is the closer answer. So when they are very emphasized, their tonality will be different. Like Singapore society has become more diverse in terms of culture, religions, and lifestyle. So what does Singapore society have? Something like that. So they will emphasize the tone will be a deeper. Okay. I'm not sure you have practice or not. Okay, all the best. Tuesday, next Tuesday. How about you?
I think I think for Chinese oral is kind of hard because like all the answers are like pretty much the same.
Same, Okay, so I don't know. I don't teach Chinese, so that's not 不是你一个人讲嘞，我的学生也是这样讲嘞，几年了。那有时候 I don't know, they'll make people to piece off Chinese. No lah, not true. How about you, Raymond? Where is your oral?
Oh, I take higher Chinese. My English oral is in 3 weeks.
Okay. So Wang Kang also
Higher Chinese oral is just like 1 week later.
English oral. But yours is not reading, right? Yours is looking at the video.
Yeah, we don't have reading.
Yes, very sickening. I don't know why the MOE changed this into video.
I agree. My reading is like the one where I can get almost full marks.
Yeah, because now the Chinese also got no more reading, right? Correct me, right? Mei.
Have reading. Chinese have.
没有啦，我听我的学生讲 video 跟他就问你觉得周末跟家人出去好玩吗？你有没有去旅游 something like that? No more reading.
Have reading.
Oh, have reading.
Yeah.
But I don't know why this MOE keep changing without no. Seriously, I don't know what the hell is doing. Okay, right. Mei, let's go. Yeah, Mei. Singapore society.
Singapore society has become more diverse in terms of culture, religion, and lifestyle. Increased cross-border mobility and Singapore's favorable immigration policies have attracted talents from all over the world, resulting in a diversity of lifestyles, value systems, and experiences that have consequences for social interaction and integration.
Thank you. Wait. Okay, for the first paragraph, I want all of you, we go paragraph by paragraph, okay? So I told you, I think I told you before, right? When you're reading your background information, okay? Why you keep asking me to allow recording? I already recording already. Okay. So you see, when this one, which are the words that you think is important in this paragraph? Raymond, Wang Kang, and Mei. Okay, please choose. I will choose this one. Okay, this is my first one. What about you, Raymond, Wang Kang? In the first paragraph, which one do you think is the most important?
Oh, most important.
Yeah, because you see, when I choose interactions and integrations, confirm any question inside the SPQ, 一定会有 related 的.
Oh.
I told you before, Raymond. Next time when you do your background information, please underline 5 to 6 keywords. Confirm those keywords. You know why? So when you do your SPQ, you can say, hey, just I read the background information. These are the keywords. Then you can plug and play and put it inside one. Trust me, you confirm 100%, chop, stand, and sign. It will work. Then what's the point I give you background information when it doesn't link to the 5 questions? 对吗? And it doesn't link to the source base, 对不对? It's just like next time, 比如说你要找老婆，还是王刚跟绵绵，你要找老婆找老婆找老公，你要知道他的 background information 是什么吗？有没有读大学啦？还是家庭几个兄弟姐妹父母亲吗？还是他 sorry whether 是结过婚离过婚，还是有坐过牢，还是怎么样的 correct background information, right? So background information is very important. All right. Hi, Gavin. Welcome. Hey, Gavin, sing beside you now.
Not yet.
Good. Hey, please tell him he need to have extra lesson for Uncle Raymond. No?
Oh.
Seriously, he feel his English, you know.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
No, please keep quiet. Yeah. He feels his English. Okay. Yeah. Because the way he wrote is not no good. He got content. 他来的话，你就 stop okay? He got content. So I told him to come already because this year set 2 very important, correct? Oh, because streaming. Not swimming, streaming. Okay, not 游泳. So sorry, guys, don't mind, Xin is coming. Gavin is here. So I told him to come extra lessons. He agreed already to come to the classroom. And I'm going to do a renovation there with the boss there to have a special room for all of you. Okay, so yeah, don't worry, it's a free consultation, Gavin. Okay, 新也一定要做，而且他现在很少交功课嘞。You see, less homework means you have less practice, 对吗? Less practice, then you see, and then that day I can see the way he was writing, I can feel that he's struggling like looking for things and answer like that. So now you understand why, Gavin. The face-to-face is very important. You pass, right? You pass your SS, All right now. Actually, you can score better marks, to be honest. Okay, right. But that's a good practice. Anyway, since all of you are here, right? Can I say something before I continue? Looking for the first word. First of all, I'd like to thank all of you who are trusting me, supporting me, and believing that Uncle Raymond can give you the best for the past 6 months. So walking with the next journey for the next 3 months, okay, until October, 3.5 months. I hope that I'm not going to draw any lines. I sincerely hope that beside the Zoom class of 8 o'clock, you really have to come the extra mile to come and see me. And sometimes Gavin say, Uncle Raymond, I need a full paper. Okay, can I go to the Glassroot Club there and do the full paper? Yes, most welcome. Please book me in advance. But most likely will be weekend now. And weekend, I'm talking about quite late on Saturday, maybe after 5 o'clock Saturday. Then Sunday, because now I may have classes in the afternoon. So you'll be very tough. Only left Saturday. So I don't mind to stay late after Saturday and let you sit down and do your paper. Okay? So seriously, I think not SS, Gavin. If you want to sit down and say, Uncle Raymond, I want to do my English paper. Can you give me a full English paper? Yeah, I can mark for you. Then Gavin, you say, Uncle Raymond, can you give me a history paper and do now? Yes. Okay, it's all free. Seriously, I just want to help you guys to pass. I know you are damn freaking stressed now. I understand how you feel. This is not my first year teaching Set 4. I've been teaching so donkey years already, including my 2 children who went through Set 4, okay? And my nephew last year, okay? So please tell your parents, don't draw line unless you're staying damn far away. Then take a Grab lah. Not every time take Grab, correct? No. Right, take a Grab, come here, or you take a MRT, come here. Then when you finish your exam, very late already, take a Grab home. That's not very often, not every Saturday. I don't mind every Saturday if I can help you. Oh, Gavin, okay? But if you bring your math paper, I'm going to kill you. You bring your math paper, hello? Is this 995? Yeah, my Uncle Raymond tutor just fainted for me. What happened? When I show him my math paper, he phoned. So sorry, high blood pressure 200/180. Okay. Gavin, please tell Xing Yan, encourage him. Okay? Because they are having a full paper. You should know, Gavin. You went through the 3 years ago. All right. All right. Encourage him. Thank you. So let's go for the first paragraph. So the first paragraph, Gavin, I choose these 2 words as one of the most important keyword. So Raymond, which one?
For me, right, the sentence or say phrase, right, I would choose is the
Sorry,
last paragraph where it says
lagging.
that. Oh wait, can you hear me?
Yeah. Why don't you use your
Hello.
own highlighter to highlight?
I don't think there's my school PLD has that option.
Oh, Zoom
Like annotation. Wait, let me see.
Okay, maybe you choose consequences.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Let me see. Whiteboards.
Maybe I can see you are improving a lot already. 加油. Then I know
You're improving in terms of what?
I think you can see your face, like Gabby, I can see her face. I can predict
no, it's
the
not.
expression already.
No, improving in terms of what?
In terms. Okay. Like
Huh? What?
Gavin, what is your answer? Wang Kang, 你吃饱了吗？你吃不完，你可以给我哈。你选一个，谁不会选这么多个嘞？选一个先。你 which one you want? The black one or the highlighted one? 明明。
Both.
Quick take one only don't play cheat
Black.
Okay, then you
Not,
take away
not
the
racist.
No lah, not racist. I'll take away the highlighted one. Okay, Wang Kang and Gavin, Raymond.
I cannot like annotate on the screen.
Okay, you just tell me which one you want.
Okay, last paragraph, vibrant and dynamic society.
No. This paragraph, you concentrate on this paragraph first.
Oh, only this one.
我们慢慢来，一个 paragraph 一个 paragraph. Yes. Wang Kang, if you can use a highlighter, do it now. And then Gavin also, no need to wait for me. Okay, Mei choose lifestyle, fair enough? Then I take away the black color one. No. Who is choosing lifestyle? Gavin, you're also choosing lifestyle. Then you highlight Gavin. Gavin also choose lifestyle. Okay, how about you, Wang Kang?
Wait.
You can highlight now. Can you use your own highlighting?
Is it only one word?
No, just like me, like that, like that. That means you must be like that. You cannot say you highlight this one, then you highlight this one. No.
Can I choose diversity of lifestyle, values, and systems and experiences?
Wait, diversity. Wait. This one.
Yeah, from diversity and their experiences.
This one. It's okay, Mei. Take your
Can't
arrow
see
away.
anything.
Take your arrow away. Thank you. This one, that's yours. All the way here. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Raymond?
For me is attracted talents.
Oh, good one. Okay. Let's see. Let's see later. We look at it. Okay. Mei, second paragraph, please. Please read.
Oh, I'm highlighting.
No need, already done. Thank you.
Oh. One school of thought is doubtful whether diverse societies are capable of ever being integrated. Diversity has also been accused of being a hindrance to the organizational efficiency and economical development, on top of causing tension in society because there are so many competing interests. For example, one group calls to build a certain facility may directly contradict another group's call to preserve the wildlife at the same place. Another impact of diversity is that there may be widespread stereotyping as people fail to see the importance of understanding others at a personal level and tend to identify them with traits assigned to particular groups.
Thank you so much. I will choose this one. I choke first. Okay, I'll choose this one as my important sentence for this paragraph. Okay, Mei will choose integrated. Okay. How about the rest? 我们来玩一个游戏吧，看 What do you think? Which one? You can use your own highlighter, right? Correct me if I'm wrong, Mei like that. Okay, use tension. Okay. Hey, tomorrow no school, huh? Oh, yeah.
No.
But no school means for you to study, huh? Tomorrow, Uncle Raymond, 7:30, I have to go to Tanjong Pagar already, to set up all the 30 store for my boss. Who else? The two of you, Raymond and Wang Kang?
Oh, I chose hinder.
Okay, underline. Can you underline?
Oh, no.
Hinders, where? Which line? 1, 2, 3, 4. Which one?
Second line.
Second line. This one?
Yeah.
Hinder to organization. Thank you. How about you, Raymond?
Oh my god, I was about to choose that one.
Okay, so never mind. No, so both of you agree, So I put 2,
Yeah.
you all know who you are. Okay, now last paragraph, Mei, can you read to the class, please? 谢谢你. You cannot move. Okay, let's go.
Singapore,
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Give me a minute. I'm so sorry.
one school of thought is doubtful. Wait.
Wait. Okay. On
One
the
school
other
of
hand,
thought is doubtful.
hello. On the other hand, why are you reading
Oh.
this paragraph? The third paragraph, blur are you?
On the other hand, another school of thought finds that a diverse society holds a lot of promise both within and beyond the country, as it is linked to being a vibrant and dynamic society. Events in Singapore over the past few weeks have proven both opinions right. Moving forward, how far will diversity prove to be beneficial for Singapore?
Okay, so I got 3 already. I got interactions and integrations. I got widespread. I got vibrance and dynamic society. I also beneficial for Singapore. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I choose one more. I will choose competing interests. That is my 6. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2， 这个是2哦，这个是4了，4， 5 and 6. So remember, children, okay, choose at least 5 to 6 of these. So now your turn, guys. No time to answer you what's that. Let's do this one. Ayo, this type of things, don't talk about this first. Ayo, maybe please concentrate first. Okay. I don't have a WhatsApp. I didn't receive anything. Ayo, please. Please focus more important things first. When important things, I will tell you. Not important things, talk about it later. Come. Okay, this is for you. Also same with Maya. As Maya. All right. How about the Gavin? You can underline. Raymond and Wanga, I help you.
I actually thought that it's like vibrant and dynamic society.
Wait, where is it? Also same, vibrant and
Yeah,
dynamic.
the same one.
Okay. Hey, take away the star, hello, please. Come on. Don't block the words. Thank you. Hey, why you take everything? Oh my god.
That's an accident.
哎呀，不要玩了 please. Come on, 没有时间了王康
Holds a lot of promise.
A lot of promise. Oh, okay. Surprisingly. Okay, let's see. Whatever you choose just now, please write down on a piece of paper or take a picture, whatever it is. Let's go to the question now. And see those words that you choose. Does it reflect in the answer later on? Gavin, don't mind take away your circle. Don't mind. Thanks. By looking at this picture, a local cartoonist take on the debates about where excuse me, about whether diversity is beneficial for Singapore. By looking at this picture here, it's so obvious that people are not happy. Looking at their sad and grumpy and melancholic face. Please don't do anything already, please. I'm teaching now, but thanks. Just now I see I got this thing here. This thing here. Can you take away?
Right.
You saw that? Because you're wasting the time. Yes, don't mind, take away. Okay, thank you. So when you see this picture here, always look at the 4 corners. How come I still cannot make this smaller? Okay, now it's much better. So when you have the 4 corners, you know these 4 corners is very important. Okay. Right. And then here, the part here. More resort, more handicap friendly, more place. So you realize there are some more, and then suddenly you got this less. Then suddenly you say save, and then say our our library. And then you see this guy on the handicap. So this corner here. Why this one want to have less more? Why this one have more playgrounds? So you know what? People say that Singaporeans are a group of people like to complain a lot. Well, is it true? It's not complain a lot. We just want to give feedback. Like recently, my lift took 3 weeks to repair. So that day, on the last day when the technician came, I said, I would like to complain why the lift takes so long. And this senior technician replied me, Gavin, please don't use the word complain. Can you use the word feedback? I was shocked, that he talked back to me like that. Seriously, but in a very professional way. Why cannot complain? It's true, what? So long. They say, no, it's good to use feedback. Then I think about it now. It's true. We should use the word feedback. And this thing, my personal opinion, when I see these pictures, I feel that Singaporeans, no wonder they are not happy. I give you too many trees, you say you block my view. I give you lesser more, you say I got no place to shop and I got no place to cool down. I give you enough library to read, you say, what for? Now we can do e-books. Why are you putting more books and wasting a lot of trees? Lesser more with what the hell? Yeah. So handicap, fair enough. You know, Wang Kang, did I tell you when I first time for many years I never take a public transport. Then one day I fled the bus. I was about to go out to the bus. Then suddenly the door did not open. Then I was so fed up, I was like, want to complain. Then he came down, he went down to the other side. You know what happened? He bring down, the handicap, the slope. The slope. Then I said, let me come in first lah. You can take your own sweet time and let the handicap go out to the slope of the bus. Why can't you let me come in? I don't understand that. Seriously. Anyway, it's that. Of course, he's scared. Maybe people don't tap. But when you go down, you still have to tap. So it took a while, push the handicap out of one car. At that moment, I was very selfish. Ayo, 好心你啦,你handicap. Make everyone, because of you, everyone, I look around, everyone, about 7 or 8 of us have to wait for you to go up. Then after that, when the thing's done, the driver had to close the slope, the slope. Then after that, you have to go one by one. You would like that now, you take up about at least 5 minutes of the time. So it's very unproductive. I'm a person, if I feel that I need to be fast, when I'm rushing. So that moment, Kelvin, I was in the bus already sitting at one corner, and then I reflect. Okay? Actually, cannot be selfish now, correct, Raymond? Right? Now people go out, how can I say? I mean, because these people, know what happened. Later I look at the left arm, Wang Kang. He's actually going for his dialysis. So if we're going for the kidney dialysis centers. And my father-in-law is the one who went to every week 2-3 times dialysis. I mean, lucky for him, my brother-in-law and myself, and sometimes my father-in-law will take a cab to, we drive him to and fro, that kind of thing, or bus on his own. He no need to be on wheelchair. So you see, agree now, Gavin, I'm very selfish. I'm not thinking that. You see, I'm thinking of my own personal thing. Yeah, lucky I'm healthy. I can walk on my own. So to be a gracious society, let me be honest, when you're writing this essay, you have to think of a lot of things. And I think, one kind of sorry, if I were to mark you a bit down, it's not because of what, I cannot read your handwriting, so sorry. That's one I'm very open to you, I'm so sorry. Because I'm a very OCD person. Even though I can read what you written, like Gavin also and Raymond, I choose to really circle the words. I'm a very strict person. You can see the way I mark your paper, all of you. I will underline. Your teacher don't do that. Your teacher don't underline everything, right? You will just take, right? Correct. Right, Gavin? Is it true? For me, I really read every single word if I can. And sometimes sometimes I read every single word. I also, like just now I marked my son paper. The first line I forgot. How are you, grandma, right? The situation writing, right? How are you, grandma, right? He put how are grandma. I forgot to put the you. I hope this email finds you in the pink of hell. The find is supposed to be an S. I also forgot until my nephew read the paper and said, Uncle, this one doesn't make sense. You see? So I'm not perfect. But because of that, when this is exam, because of that, when you go for exam, I want you to do as perfect as you can. Because you never know the examiner that day, no good mood, whatever, he might mark you down. So I want to choose it to be very near perfect. I know in the exam cannot be 100% perfect. So pardon me, okay, I'd rather here to be more serious and strict and more disciplined rather than go to the exam hall, then you screw up. So these pictures really reflect a lot of things. Please write down. One is that the citizens have to write down, please. If you don't write down, it's okay. I leave it to you. First important point that every citizen, remember citizenship rights, Raymond. Is my Wi-Fi okay? Because I see you all got being frozen for a while.
Oh, Yes, okay, I can hear you.
The first things I remember, chapter 1, right? Citizenship right, right? So right now, every citizen has the right to voice their opinion. Okay, right now, every citizen has the right to voice their opinion. And number 2 is that because you have the citizenship right, that you are right to vote, right? To vote for what you have. Then you might say, Uncle Raymond, not true, and you bluff me. Why? Because during the MBS, my daddy saying he's against building the MBS. We voted against it, but the government still carry on to build the MBS there. So what is my freedom of voting? Bluff me one. Kelvin, I'm cute, right? Bluff me one. I bluff you two. Okay. So then again, yes. That's why remember, go back to the third one, Wang Kang. The government will do what is right and good for the citizen right now. The government will do what is right and good and appropriate for the citizen and for the country and for the diversity of Singapore. Let me be honest, Wang Kang or Mian Mian or Jia Ying or Galvin, Raymond. Let's be honest. Sometimes, Wang Kang, you don't agree with your father and mother. Right? So for example, now, okay, honestly, do you prefer to go overseas study for uni or Singapore? Because I can't see Mian Mian, so I choose you. Don't mind, sorry. And Jiang is not coming for a while. Okay, so what do you think? Do you prefer overseas study or local U? By the way, NUS is now the number 8 in the world. Wow, I'm very proud. I used to say don't go to NUS and NTU, but I changed my mind. Wow, I'm very proud. Okay, Wang Kang.
Local.
Local. I thought you would choose overseas.
I feel like I will go local, then like for like exchange programs, then I'll go overseas.
Let's say Wang Kang, money is not the issue. Maybe you got scholarship already. You got scholarship. Then you choose one, you can study in NUS, NTU, or overseas, or let's say Harvard or Cambridge. Okay. Of course, you will go overseas, right? Obviously, right?
Yeah.
Then your mom say, 哎呦，女儿不要啦，一个女孩子这样去到外国读书，她很担心啊。等一下回来，妈咪，这是我的老公。嗨，伯母你好，我是从美国来的。Oh my goodness，老外，nothing wrong 啊？还是你的 boyfriend， 还是黑人？ Hi， 伯母你好 ，High five。You say, oh, excuse me. Then your father say, oh. Yeah, correct. Thank you. Your boyfriend say that, huh? Oh, I see.
No, that's not my boyfriend. I just said he said that because
Yeah, your boyfriend is a boy and a friend, ma. I didn't say he's your real boyfriend, ma.
He's not my friend.
这么厚脸皮啊 Gavin. 自己就 well, no, it's not my boyfriend. Okay lah, it's not my boyfriend. Somebody boyfriend. So the same thing, right, Wang Kang? You see, your parents might think that this is not the path for you to go, but you insist. Does that make you like no hair? I'm sorry, I just reading the Mian Mian answer. Sorry, not you. Wang Kang. I didn't mean that you no hair. He said something to me. He said, LOL, 讲我没有头发. So Wang Kang, joke aside, seriously, you're from Zhongzhen, right? Yishun, right? No, Main. Or Main, that means, wow, I got a few there. Have you ever seen a twins in Set 1?
I think so. I think like in CO.
Huh?
I think in Chinese orchestra.
Yeah. Hey, wait.
Oh yeah, I know.
What is her name? His name? It's a guy.
I don't know.
Specky one, is it?
I
Are
don't
you
know.
in Chinese orchestra?
No.
But his brother is in MPCC.
Oh.
Yeah, Westpac, right?
I'm not sure.
And then I got one Set 3 also. Mian Mian should know lah. Hanling. Scout. He's one of the top speaker in your school. One of the top speaker in your school. So,
What school is that?
Zhongzhen. I realize Zhongzhen don't have any class. All express.
Oh, it's a good school.
No, it's not a good school. It's just a very good school only. It's not a good school. It's a very good school only. Okay. So, Wang Kang, so now let's say you proceed. Okay. Now, not too far. Now you got your result already. Let's say you got 8 points. Okay, 8 points. Will you go JC or Poly? JC.
JC.
JC, okay. Then your daddy, example, daddy says, no lah. I don't want my daughter to be so stressed lah. Wow, study until 3更半夜去 Poly Then your mommy say, no, 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 dear, go JC. Poly 等一下很多男朋友，不要，还是读 JC 比较好。So you see, both of them are good for you, right? Just like the Singapore things, you see. So which one will you listen? Then finally you decide, mommy, 我不要去 JC. Huh? 我不要去Poly. Then 去哪里 ？ITE 吧？不是吧 ？No, 我要跟我 boyfriend 去 overseas study. Nothing wrong It happened to my student last year, no, Mei. He's supposed to complete his O level. Halfway through in July, he flew all the way to London, okay, to study diploma in business. And he was the top in the class for the first semester and second semester. Okay, seriously. So possible, correct, Wang Kang? So you see, actually, I was like a bit rejected for him to go. I say, why don't you complete your O level? But the father say, no. I think I want my son to go there. You know why? To quickly finish the study and then later serve national service in Singapore. You see? So always remember, Raymond and Wang Kang, 公说公有理，婆说婆有理。Let's move on to the next one. A cartoonist offers his perspective on the effect of diversity on the organization's efficiencies about the government urge business to embrace diversity. Obviously, by looking at this picture here, you can tell that this is a clown. A clown in the movie is very scary. It's something that you will not like to see. But when somebody say, hey, you behave like a clown, means what? You are a joker, you're not serious. But sometimes you can look at the other side. A clown can be a professional person who give you a lot of entertainment to distress you. To be a clown, to be making you to laugh is not easy. You know, in London, in the medieval time in England, during the kings at night, the clown, if the clown cannot entertain the king, good luck to them, no? You'll get executed. So you have to find many ways to entertain the king. Imagine the king that day was having bad mood, quarrel with the queen, or because they lost a battle, and then they asked the clown to entertain him. If he entertain him well, and then through the entertainment, he find a solution, wow, this clown will be good. So not easy to be a clown in a royal family to entertain them. It's the same thing in China as well. So what does this picture tells you that? Sorry. Thank you, Mimi. So what happened? This picture say that it's like out of no choice. Okay, I have no other things. Why? This also can tell you now, please. If this picture were to surface in one of the topic, you can be saying right now, it also can be aging population. Okay, and it also can be used for foreign talent, right, Raymond? Because do you know recently, Singapore's government has stopped bringing a lot of foreigners to Singapore because Singaporean has been complaining that the foreigners has been taking out their jobs. Hey, so Raymond, you're Singaporean, right?
Yes.
Gavin also, right? Wang Kang also, right? Yeah, PR. PR, okay, so never mind. What happened your classmates who are foreigners? And then they are competing with you in the job market in the future. How? Do you just take it as, okay, never mind, 公平竞争, right? Fair and square competition. But not everyone think like you, know. They always think that, hey, go back to your country, don't come here and take my rice bowl. Why you come here and work? Get lost lah. No, these are called stereotyping and xenophobia. Very sad. So this one also can be used in that particular topics. And the next, an extract of a blog by young Singaporeans in 2015. Now, listen, if you see a blog by a young Singaporean, obviously they got a lot of grievances. Obviously, got a lot of dreams. Obviously, he got a lot of inspiration and aspiration to be something. Let's hear it from Kelvin. It is not easy.
It is not easy being inclusive towards everyone. I have difficulty wanting to make friends with people whose beliefs and values are vastly different from mine. I'm not the only one who feels this way. With Singapore getting more crowded and the individual having a greater impact on society, this might spell trouble. Staying silent and tolerating our differences is a short-term option because tempers get built up. It's unhealthy because the invention flare-up may create huge aftershocks.
So this is definitely a negative block, right? So of course I will put a negative here. I will put a negative here. And this one definitely, you see, so many negative. Excuse me, my cough come back again. Minus, negative. This one also negative. Where is this? The clown one? The clown one also negative. You see? Of perspective on the effective of diversity of organization of the business embrace. And this one is also negative. Which part of the sentence, Gavin, that you think is negative?
Staying silent and tolerating our differences.
Yeah. Well done. Okay. I would say it's unhealthy because the eventual flare up, you see the word eventual, flare up, may create a huge aftershocks. The aftershock is not a nice word, because anything aftershock is just like a person who went for chemotherapy. After the chemotherapy is the after effects. Not after effect is very sad. You are vomiting, you will have hair loss, you will have,
Hair loss.
Hey, please, I'm talking about cancer patient. Hey, please have some empathy and sympathy, correct now? I have few friends who are and people who are having cancer also don't please. If you take me as a joke, hair loss, I understand. But now I'm talking about these cancer people, cancer patients. So those cancer patients not only vomiting, hair loss, lost weight, lost appetite, or even get very skinny, very poor thing. Then after a few, bye-bye, gone. So next one, Raymond, D, please. Wait. Sorry, except of a speech made by a Singaporean businessman to university students and civil servants during a lecture at the National University of Singapore. So because you are giving a speech in this particular place, which is a varsity, higher learning place, so I think she will not want to speak too much of the negative. Maybe I would foresee that it will be either plus or actually neutral. Let's go.
Singapore's challenge is to embrace diversity. Having Singaporeans who may be different from the mainstream can be a defining characteristic of Singapore's identity of being a vibrant society that is able to appeal to many. Singapore is very similar to the culturally diverse New York City rather than the homogeneous cities of Shanghai or Tokyo. We hear so much about how diversity can divide a society, but if we look at the New Yorkers, we have a lot to learn. Despite their amazing diversity, New Yorkers all love their city. Like them, Singaporeans must also embrace each other as individuals and fellow Singaporeans and not as categories.
So you see, he will say that, yeah, he's really very neutral. He say, okay, Singapore is very familiar to cultural diverse New York City rather than the homogeneous cities of Shanghai. So you see, we make a lot of comparison, but he missed out one thing, Raymond. Hello, New York City is a city inside United States, brother. Okay? And then Shanghai is also a city of China, and Tokyo is a city of Japan. Hello, brother. Singapore is Singapore, Singapore city, a country, different. Okay? Because at the end of the day, New York City can have diversity, but there are other places called KKK. You know it's KKK, Raymond, you know, right? So in Shanghai, I'm not sure. I always have this perception. Sorry, correct me if I'm wrong. It's a super sensitive question. No offense to anybody. I always hear that. 道听途说, please. Sorry, this is recording. Just like my Indian friends say, the Northern Indian and Southern Indian sometimes cannot see eye to eye. Sometimes the Northern Indian and Southern Indian cannot be doing business. I'm not sure how true it is because I'm not there and I cannot comment much. Is it true that the Shanghainese and the Beijing people cannot see eye to eye?
I think it's true.
I don't think it's really accurate.
Huh? No. 不要，因为很 sensitive, right? 面 you think it's true? 因为我每次听上海人跟北京人不是这样，北京人有一套做生意，上海人做生意比较不是狡猾，比较不是奸诈，比较 how you say very strict and very good in doing business. 北京人就算因为他是那边的中央政府 the way they behave differently. Sorry, I went to Beijing twice. Their people out there are very nice. I'm here to go Shanghai lah. Okay, to see my ex-girlfriend. I mean, sorry, to see my friend. Slip on my tongue. Oh, lucky my wife is not beside me. Oh my goodness, he's recording. Oh shit. Oh my God. Oh, by the way, I got a few ex-girlfriends there. Oh no, I'm sorry. A few friends there. Oh my God. Can I have a pause? I got to do reflection. Okay, 就我在我知道上海啊有很多好吃的东西嘞。可是我去北京有什么北京一条街啊，对吗？有北京一条街是什么一条街 ？Then of course I like the 故宫 and the 长城 of course, and then the shopping mall, all these things. But they say Shanghai is a very expensive city. So you see, I mean, the comparison, Raymond, you say maybe it's quite true. 很奇怪哦，我想来想去都不明白。Hello, brother, both are all Chinese 啊，对吗 ？Why are you going to separate them like that? It's just like Singapore. Ang Mo Kio people is different from Jurong West and Tampines and Tanjong Pagar and Woodland. Huh? What? You mean their color different? Their hair got more hair. Yishun one got less hair. Like me. Like me. 哎呀，你看我讲到没有头发，你看这个笑到这样，最好他椅子不要跌倒啊，让他笑到跌倒。Okay. So which word now, Raymond? Do you think these words here are to show that it is a neutral?
Neutral.
Do you think it is neutral? No? Do you think this sauce is neutral? I feel that
I think it is.
Huh? Yeah.
It is pretty neutral.
So then you must convince me, ma. Which word is neutral?
Well, I would say. I mean, it's not like exactly which word, but there are some words that show that it is two-sided and it's not just one-sided. Like, for example, despite.
Decide.
Despite.
Or despite. I was doing just now. I was thinking of doing despite, but I changed my mind after that. How about you, Wang Kang? Maybe I send you my answer, huh? 不要讲先啊 Don't say first, Okay, what is the answer?
I feel like it's neutral.
Neutral, okay, thank you. Is there a neutral there? Is there a word neutral?
It's like
What is
positive.
categories?
Wait, don't interrupt, sorry. Which word here tell you that this passage is neutral? This
I just feel like it's like positive towards New York, and then a bit, like a tiny bit negative to like Singapore. So it balance out, it's neutral.
So yeah, so which word?
There isn't really a word, like just like the whole passage.
So you feel it's neutral now?
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Gavin?
I think it's challenge.
Challenge. Okay. I will choose this word. Hey. What cannot do? Ayo. You see, because I got no hair, don't let me do. I will choose this word. I think I will choose this word categories. Not has categories. That means 就是说我们不要分高贱. Get me now? That means impartial. I feel that this word categories. Okay. Back to you. Gavin, just now you read already, huh? Right. Wang Kang. A speech made by the Minister of Manpower during a dialogue sessions with residents of HDB estate, organized by People Association. Definitely going to be positive one. Okay, no need to say. I would think it's positive. Give me a second. I'll put a plus here. Wang Kang, please. Sorry.
Studies have shown that the ceremony of the region is improved by population diversity. Often diversity is linked with creativity, openness, and vitality. This attracts even more cultural and economic talents and turns the place into a breeding ground for new ideas. Just look at the array of art events and festivals that we host every single year. The Grand Prix that
The
we
Grand
host
Prix, Grand Prix. Yeah.
Prix that we host every September. Singapore
Sorry, I think I'm lagging. Sorry.
is ready to benefit from the true potential of being a
What happened?
university.
Is it your Wi-Fi is lagging or mine?
I'm not sure.
Okay, because I can't hear you. Okay, never mind. Which word do you think? Yeah, because 最近我要拍第5集跟周润发跟刘德华 ，that's why I'm keeping a beard. You see? 我要拍无间道第5集哈 ，so I'm keeping a beard. 然后我要打一个 ponytail 在这边 ，very nice ponytail. So maybe I need your hairband to put a ponytail. Very nice. Okay. Which word do you think? 妹妹 that you think is positive? I will choose breeding ground.
I think creativity, openness, and vitality.
Creativity 有吗？在哪里？哦，这个OK, fair enough. How about you, Wang Kang?
Ready to benefit.
Oh, okay. How about you, Raymond?
I would say, privilege.
Privilege, huh? Oh, yeah. Okay, possible. Good. Yabin.
Improved.
Sorry?
Improved.
Huh?
Oh, improve. The first line.
Can you explain now? What improve?
Oh, the studies have shown that the economy of the region is improved. It's like,
Oh, because of the improve of population diversity, that's why economy is doing better, correct?
yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, I didn't see that. I didn't see that coming. Okay, thank you. Maybe now, a speech made by Dr. Yvonne McNulty, a renowned sociology scholar who studies Singapore society at onepage.sg panel discussions on race and diversity in 2015 with a lot of hair on his head, in her head. Let's go.
No.
Oh, shucks. Go. Read, please.
Which paragraph?
There is a lot.
There's a lot of misunderstanding in the diverse society of Singapore. A lot of stereotyping has blinded us to different people's experience of the city. Many people stick to stereotypes and remain prejudiced against people who are different from them. If we really want to live contently together in a diverse society, we should reflect on how we perceive people who are different from us.
Okay, what is the word that you choose here? I feel that this is definitely positive, because it's representing a sociology scholar who come here and study, so he must give more good things because they are reflecting on the onepeople.sg. Please go to the website and see. What do you think? Which word do you think that shows positive? That show good.
Hair. Wait.
这边没有头发 ，sorry。Yeah， 这边没有头发的。他在这边讲，如果是讲有 hair，我跟你讲 ，I cannot be in Singapore already. I am hairless. I should go to Africa already. Because Africa already. You brother, how are you? I'm fine. I'm jumping with the animal and up and down. Thanks, Wang Kang. You join together, me to laugh at me. I go Africa and jump like a tribe. Oh yeah. 气死我 Raymond, which word?
Oh yeah, sorry to disturb. Can I go to the toilet?
No, which word first? You tell me.
Okay, sure. I would say reflect.
Reflect, Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, reflect.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna take my bus to the toilet.
Okay. How about you, Yabin?
This one is positive.
I feel it's positive.
Oh,
If you think it's negative, then you have to choose a negative word that shows the whole entire thing is negative.
yeah, I think it's contentedly lah.
Because it can be positive and neutral. I don't think you're talking about negative, huh? Because the first few words already say a lot of misunderstanding. Already prove to you. What word? Later I'm going to sing a song,
Contentedly.
contentably together.
Yeah.
Okay, how about Wang Kang?
Or live contentedly together.
I would choose perceive. Because this word perceive would really make a lot of meanings. Why? Because perceive is like when you see people. If you're going to be very judgmental of certain group of people, that means it's no good, right? Which I'm not saying the words that you choose is no good. Okay, it's just like I'm going to sing this song. I know you're going to be there. 前面的女孩看过来，看过来，这里的节目很精彩，因为前面一个 algorithm 没有头发，真奇怪啊，真奇怪啊！你看啊，只有 Gavin 跟明明笑啊，王康在忍住，等一下要去团队笑。Raven 他不会笑。因为他头发也是挺少的，开玩笑。Hey guys, sorry, the reason why I want to add a bit joke is that I just really want to distress your stress. I don't mind you make fun of me, as long you feel happy and good. Because don't be too tense. The more you tense, you're killing your brain cell. Seriously.
Or it's like copy people because like they make fun of you, so I also.
Okay, let's go to extract 1. It's okay. Raymond, can you read, please? No, by the way, this is called taxi. The timeline audience explain an issue. Let's go.
Ooh, okay. Extract 1. In 2014, National Trade Union Congress, NTUC, Enterprise launched the Pioneers OK campaign. This was one way the social organization expressed its appreciation for the pioneers of Singapore for their contributions to nation building. It was also meant to recognize the important roles they continue to play in our lives today. This campaign includes preferential treatment for the pioneer generation, such as being given a priority queue when they shop at NTUC markets. However, over the past year, some elderly Singaporeans have reported having bad experiences in relation to priority queues meant for the elderly. These bad experiences stem from staff members not managing the priority queues well due to lack of training, as well as the reluctance of the public to give way to the elderly in these queues.
If you go to Japan or maybe in Korea, or maybe in certain country, I'm not sure in China, I never take the tube in China or the MRT in 3 countries, or even in Thailand or Malaysia. You see Singapore, even the reserve seat for the senior citizen, they are still youngster. Even including myself, sometimes I also sit at the seat there. Of course, when someone come in, they got 3 reasons, maybe. So, because 1, I pretend to sleep. I don't want to give up the seat because I'm very tired. Wow, very bad, huh? Second, they look at Uncle Raymond, no hair, must be ape. Gong Gong Uncle Raymond, and then someone with a beard like that, so white, and no 没有头发. Okay lah, 让你啊, Uncle. Third one, I will definitely get up if I see a pregnant lady, an old man that has lesser hair than me, or an old lady, or someone injured. I will get up and let them sit. So this one, extract 1, is talking about your rights and how you embrace to be able to let your fellow citizens or even foreigners who are taking this MRT or even the queuing system, or even not just buying things. I think, so sorry, Gavin, let's say now you are adult, you are driving a car at the traffic light, okay? Then this old man is walking, walk halfway, the green man turned to red man. And the old man also got more hair than Uncle Raymond. Walk halfway, then stop. Then stop in front of you. You still got about another 10 meters to complete the thing, but already red man. Will you horn the old man? Hey, 那个很多头发的 uncle， 哎，走快点呢！你看那个头发很少的，都已经走比你快了，你这么慢啊？鸡蛋糕，快点呐！Will you horn the old man? Or you just ran over him? Oh, look at Wang Kang eyes like， 你要死啊！不要尊好敬先。哇，我真的气死我了。今晚你睡觉绵绵你会做噩梦，整天笑笑，然后你等一下整个梦里面 Uncle Raymond 没有头发转过来死了。So honestly, Gavin, what will you do? Gavin, what will you do? Oh, you might go and talk my friend. Hold on. Sorry 啊，等一下啊，我刚刚去梳一下头发。Okay, yeah, Gavin.
I'm not. I just give them the.
What will you do, Raymond and Wang Kang? So now you're driving, you are a lawyer, you're on the way to a court case. Or you're a doctor on the way, Dr. Wang. You're on the way to do a very emergency operation. Hey, 死老太头，快点走啊！还是你 just what you do?
好，hair.
You comb her hair 啊？哇！Uncle， 我帮你梳头发。后面的车管他，我给你梳到美美。谢谢你。哎呀，你真有心啊！你比我老婆梳的头发真好看。Sorry, yeah. What will you do? Quick leh. Raymond?
Honestly, I'll just do like my own job lah. I like minding my own business.
No, you're right in front of you. The old man is crossing the road.
Oh,
Maybe it's very slow already.
I mean,
And then
I'll
the guy
probably
is calling you.
well, I'll just abide by the traffic laws. So
How about you? The rest? You don't tell me I got no driving license, so I don't know how to answer this question. No.
I got like someone got no hair though.
Yeah, that's me. Because I went through this before. So I want to ask you what you do.
Oh, I'll help the old man like faster cross the road. Then everybody can drive.
You are right. You're absolutely right. I got two incidents. One is myself, I was in front. I want to get up, but because the traffic is different, for my own safety, you know what I do? I unwind my window, I lift up my hand, I point a finger. Not my middle finger, please. I point my finger and showing that, hold on, I point this. I say in front, okay, this finger in front. Look, I say look. Like that, I point the look. And then they saw, they stop pointing. And then the old man slowly walk. Then also the other car coming, I also unwind, I give signal to tell them that, oh. Another incident, this man really came up from the driver's seat and hold like what you did, Wang Kang. Slowly help the old man to cross the road, to complete the traffic light. So this is about graciousness. This is something you can add on like in the queuing system, for example. If the old people got no difficulty to handle the things, you can go and help. By auntie can help you to scan the things with the barcode. Because all these auntie, uncle, they do not know how to use it maybe sometimes. I hate to use the barcode. I hate to buy things and scan myself. But if you go to Uniqlo, or is it Uniqlo? If you buy things, the beauty is that you can put everything in the bag and then you put in the scanner. They can actually detect all the items there. Unless they are so good, so advanced like Japan, that machine. Well done. Okay, Yavin, can you read the extract 2 and 3 and let's start.
The government implements legislation that safeguards the interests of citizens. The interests of citizens can be safeguarded in various ways, such as ensuring that these are measures in place, such as a Central Provident Fund, CPF, to help Singaporeans feel a sense of security in the future. And
Okay, I'm taking my medicine. I want to eat my medicine now.
yeah. And citizens with common interests organize themselves into groups to contribute towards the needs of society. These groups can have a significant effect on areas of need they are addressing, as they can direct collective efforts, ideas, and resources towards their causes.
Sorry, I just took my medicine. Oh, please. Okay, thank you so much. So extract 2 is talking about the government making sure that everyone's, you know what CPF, David? Wang Kang, you know. Okay, just a show of hand, the 4 of you. After your O level, who want to go and work part-time? No, seriously, let's be honest.
Not me. Definitely me.
Oh, not you,
Oh, as in I would definitely want to.
Okay, see, Wang Kang and Mian, 你看 Raymond 是太子的，不做工的，环游世界。Okay, you want, how about Wang Kang? One, okay. Do you know, please make sure, if you're working in any company, make sure, don't, because this is the first time, you must make sure anything that is working more than $500, okay, the employer have to contribute CPF to you. Okay, so Wang Kang, for example, you're working maybe Starbucks, okay, Starbucks. Then that month you earn $1,000. By right, you only take back $800, okay, because you more than 500 already, right? Correct, Wang Kang. So $200, the 800, 200, that means it's deduct from you. The employer Starbucks had to pay another 17%. So it's 170, correct now? I passed my math, man. You see, wow, I know my math, man.
That's so basic lah.
At least 夸我一下嘛，说哇 well done， 没有头发的 Uncle Raymond 不错不错，很好。
Bro, you 54 leh.
谢谢谢谢。还有人家讲哦，哎呀小弟你还没有到50岁嘞，只是你头发少一点而已。So Wang Kang, so total you got your CPF account straight away you got $370, 对吗？ Yeah, you see I know my math. So do you know, can you imagine if you are a doctor now and every month you're earning 10,000 a month. Is it how much? Okay, this one I already lost now. How much? Is it 370?
10,000 what? 10,000 what?
10,000 a month. So is it your CPF got 370 or 3,007? Okay. If it's 10,000 a month, 80% of 10,000 is it 2,000? Correct.
Yeah. Wait, 80% of 10,000 80% of 10,000 isn't it?
Is it 2,000?
8,000. 80% isn't it 8,000?
20% of 10,000.
Oh, 20%. Yeah.
2,000. So Wang Kang, that means can you imagine your bank account, your CPF account every month is 3,700. By the time 3rd year, you can happily buy a condo already. And if you're working for government as a doctor, you got civil servants, you got 10% off instead of down payment of 20%. Not bad, huh? So the more you work higher means you got CPF. Of course, you will tax higher, okay, Wang Kang. But you're not stupid, ma. Then you can say, oh, I stay with my aging parents. By the time 30, 40, your parents also aging, ma, correct? By the time your parents also retired. So you can claim from the government. So because you stay with your aging parents, then you got deduction. Then your tax will pay lesser. Then you buy insurance for yourself. Let's say you're not married yet. Let's say you buy insurance for yourself. Then you can deduct another few thousand. Then one kind you want to go and study a specialist on, say, some medication courses, you pay on your pocket money. You still can deduct some more. And then for Raymond and Galvin, because you serve the country, right? National service, then you got deduction. Now you understand the beauty of CPF. You mean by your teacher don't explain this to you, right? Okay, I'm explaining to you as a property agent and also an insurance agent. So the beauty of CPF is so powerful and so good. 3,700 like one count, every month 10,000 a month of salary. You take home pay 8,000. Most of the teachers in your school will be earning 7,000 to 8,000. You can count, you can count how much. And some of them are very senior. And those who are principal will be definitely more than 10,000. All very easy, one count. Okay, class, good morning. This is your principal speaking. All must work hard, Must pay attention, don't use your handphone, okay? Listen to your teacher. Okay, now let's sing the national anthem. Wow, $10,000 and above. 很好赚哦，我也要嘞。But 不要忘记Galvin and Raymond, Wang Kang and Mei Mei. Before he become a principal, he had to went through the NIE, a basic teacher, a trainee teachers, and slowly he climbed the ladder up to a principal. Before he can be a principal, he had to become a vice principal or HOD of department. True or not? Or either he's a scholar. Okay? And my friend in the SAF scholar, if you want nothing better to do or you want to serve the army, it's super well paid. It's super well paid, especially if if you guys graduate now, especially the girls, if you join police force, wow, I tell you, super well paid. Next, extract 3, citizen with common interest. It's something like volunteer, like people giving out the masks during the haze, like people who volunteer to distribute the masks during the COVID-19, like people who were willing to go to extra mile to go to the dormitory to help the foreign worker to do swab tests. This is called volunteers. So which is more important? Is it the government who control, or not say control, who can by right is control our CPF, or is it citizen? All right, let's go through these two. This one we don't need to go through the questions. Now let's go through the answer. Okay. Okay, this one is the answer by the school. So I would like you to read the answer for this one. No, my maths not shit. I passed my maths well, okay. I can do quite a good maths also. It's just that I just don't like those stupid maths problems. Mimi, can you read the message of the cartoon?
Message of the cartoon is that diversity is not beneficial for Singapore as it will result in a lot of conflicts that may arise from many competing interests. This is seen in the source when it portrays a group of people protesting against or lobbying for a particular cause, and all of them look unhappy, angry and upset. This shows that none of them feel happy to live in this society. For example, one protester is championing for more males when another is calling for less males. This outright contradiction is an example of how increasing diversity will mean that there will be.
This outright contradiction.
Contradiction is an example of how increasing diversity will mean that there will be even more needs and wants that need to be addressed, adding to more tension. Another clash of ideas can be found in how there are calls for more nature, plant trees, and save the beaches, against more resorts, more meals, and more COEs.
You know what is COE? What is COE?
Huh? What?
What does COE stand for?
Oh, I forget.
No, never mind. Okay, let's carry on first. Let's finish. Don't worry.
These campaigns will cause tensions because COEs means more. Cars on the roads which will lead to road congestion and leading the need to expand the roads at the expense of nature. The same would apply for more meals. More meals. But mostly if spaces were required for nature, then those who feel that feel that there needs to be more space for human activities and interaction may not be happy.
So COE stands for Certificate of Entitlement. So if this is a Mercedes car, which is selling at $100,000 Sing dollars, you have to buy a certificate just to make sure you own this car. And this car only can last for 10 years. So if the certificate, sometimes the certificate, the birth cert of the car can, if the car is 100,000, the birth cert can cost 120,000. That means the whole entire car is 220,000, right? And you only can drive for 10 years. You can look at the depreciation. So every year you lost how much? About 12,000. Oh no, more than that. So this is a big calculation. Maybe 20 over 1,000. All right, so do you still want to buy the car? What is the purpose of the certificate? I think the whole world, I think we are the only country who, when you buy a car, you must buy a COE. This COE is the limitation of the car, number of cars in Singapore. Okay, to prevent congestions, pollutions, and because of scarcities of land, we cannot build too many roads. Okay, so there's the answer for A. So some of you get the answer very close to it. I think I marked your paper already. So let's go for B. Can I have one count, please? Yeah. Yeah. All yours, one count. The cartoonist?
Oh, is it level 4?
L3 first.
Okay. The cartoonist does not believe that embracing diversity is beneficial for businesses because it leads to inefficiency, since they have to spend more time and resources to look for the right fit of candidate amongst a more diverse pool of people who may not fit the bill. This is shown in how the business advertised its employee diversity program in the name of catering and appealing to a larger pool of people, and then having to spend a lot of time explaining to interested candidates how they do not meet the standards of the business, represented by the clown. What is worse is that they will ultimately have to employ someone who may not be right for the job just because they have chosen to embrace diversity.
Aaron?
The cartoonist does not believe that embracing society is beneficial for businesses because he is critical about the idea. He has chosen to present it in a negative manner because he portrays the idea of diversity as a clown, suggesting that it may end up being a mistake or a joke. He also takes on a mocking or cynical tone where he portrays how the hiring officer says that having to spend a lot of time explaining to interested candidates how they do not meet the needs of the business, represented by the clown in a corporate setting.
My dear, you only write, I believe. What about not believe? When you see this kind of question, you must have the tone. Look at your paper. Get it now? Oh, and then reliable and not reliable. Xing Yuan beside you now. Hi, Xing Yuan. Oh, so Wang Kang. 明白吗? You have to write believe and not believe. It's not one paragraph. Look at the marks. I think it's 6 or 8 marks, right? Is it 8 marks? Six marks, okay. Yeah, so this is the answer. So I like the way he say that. A mocking, cynical tones when he portray how the hiring. This is the part where you score full marks already with this part here. I think none of you have wrote this part here, the tonality. So you say the tone. You portray the idea of the tones. Okay, thank you so much. So please take note, when you have belief or not, you always have two sides of the coin. You must say, I believe, but at the same time, I do not believe because it's what? It's due to what? Okay, you see? The cartoon does not believe that embracing this beneficially. The cartoon does not, okay, see, this one does not believe. But by right, you should write, say, if you have nothing to write, believe. Okay, both are not, does not believe. Sorry. But because it does not believe because of tonality. So this is a straightforward answer that it doesn't believe. But you also can write, I believe that the cartoonist is embracing diversity through clown, because you can say because there are not enough workers to fill in the job. The 156 candidates, fit of their certain
Oh,
criteria,
hello,
maybe
you.
not experience. So they cannot fit the bill choice, but happen that everything. Yeah. Yes. Did you call me? Remember?
Oh, just now I cannot hear you
Yeah,
clearly.
yeah, you lagging.
Oh, I was saying that. Okay, I was saying that this one said does not believe, but you can add in one more. You say, I also believe that it's not surprising. I believe that people are employing clown in their organization because we can't find the right candidates, the 105 candidates. Why? Number one, because some of them cannot fit the bill because their educations, experience, their citizenships, or their age, or their because of the physical issue. But because of diversity, I had to give everyone a fair treatment. Okay, a fair treatment. So for example, if someone say, I want to teach English, then if they put native speaker, that means you know, right? That means you only allow the Caucasian to teach. But then again, you see, it all depends. If it's a diverse country, you must give other race a chance to go for the interview. So I also believe that this is a possible way of saying that. Okay. So next one. Gavin, are you ready? This one definitely have to say similar and differences. Let's go.
Similarity. Example, both are similar in that both suggest that not all welcome diversity in Singapore. There are Singaporeans who do not like diversity. C. I have difficulty wanting to make friends with people whose beliefs and values are vastly different from mine. I'm not the only one who feels this way. This suggests that not all welcomed diversity. Singapore's challenge is to embrace diversity. This suggests that not everyone embraces diversity, i.e., not all welcome diversity. Difference in discussing whether diversity is a strength or a weakness. For Singapore, in that C suggests diversity is detrimental, but D suggests diversity is beneficial. With Singapore getting more crowded and diverse, this might spell trouble. Tolerating our differences is a short-term option and is unhealthy because the eventual flare-up creates...
Sing and don't sing off. I can hear you singing. Your singing is very nice, but please don't interrupt Kelvin's talking. Thank you.
Yeah. This suggests that diversity may result in tension and conflict. Hence, it's detrimental. D. Having Singaporeans who may be different from the mainstream can be defining characteristic of Singapore's identity of being a vibrant society that is able to appeal to many. Since it can make society more vibrant, it is beneficial.
Okay, so for goodness sake, when you say C and D, they compare questions like that. Okay, if they're again asking you questions like this, how different, how similar the two sources, you must talk about similarity and differences. You cannot just talk similarity and then forget about differences. And it's not end yet, because it's an 8-mark questions, right? You see? It's really different. Let's go. Okay.
Difference in the tone/attitude of C and D. C is accepting, welcoming about diversity. He uses positive words such as embrace diversity, suggesting that it is something that ought to be cherished because it is valuable. He also conveys the idea that diversity is valuable because it is vibrant and something that should be loved. D is resistance towards diversity. He believes that it is a weakness that is going to affect society. The blogger says that the diversity may spell trouble. He also portrays living in a diverse society as a negative experience, suggesting some form of unpleasantness. And this approach is a short-term option because tempers get built up and affects the stability of the society.
When you read the whole thing on Gavin, you realize that there's a lot of vocab words like vibrance, like what else? Portrays maybe. Words like what else do you have here? That's not the unpleasant. Okay, fair enough. Okay. Some of the words are okay. Come, let's end up this one here. So to get the 8 marks for comparison, let's go.
C. Optimistic about how / welcome diversity is a strength because it uses positive words. Words
embrace.
like embraces diversity, suggesting that it is something that ought to be cherished because it is valuable. It also conveys the idea that diversity is valuable because it is vibrant and something that should be loved. D. Pessimistic about / dislike diversity as it believes that it is a weakness that is going to affect society. The blogger used terms like not easy and the diversity might spell trouble. He also portrays living a diverse society as a negative experience because one needs to tolerate our differences, suggesting some form of unpleasantness, and this approach is a short-term option because tempers get built up and affects the stability of the society.
Okay. So this exactly 8 marks. You must have tone. Once you see these 8 marks like that, definitely you must have the tonality. What is the tone of C? What is the tone of D? So the tone of C is optimistic, the other is pessimistic. But it happened that in the exam you forgot, it's okay. You can say the tone C is a positive tone, while tone D is a negative tone. Something like that. Okay, study source E. Mei, are you ready? Are you ready to read, Mei? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wang Kang, don't mind. Thank you.
More reliable in saying that diversity is good for Singapore because it is supported by the background information, which mentions how a diverse society holds a lot of promise, both within and beyond the borders of the country, as it is linked to being a vibrant and dynamic society. Since source C is supported by the background information, it is thus more reliable. More reliable in saying that diversity is good for Singapore because it is supported by source D, which says that Singapore's diversity is a strength, because it is vibrant and able to appeal to many. Since source E is supported by source D, it is thus more reliable.
Okay, stop. You must write like that, all of you, please. Since source E is supported by source D, you have to add the material called it is thus. You don't put it is more reliable. Nothing wrong, but it will be good. It is thus more reliable. That will be good. Okay. Take note. It's because it is by therefore, since you see like this one, since source E is supported by background information, it is thus more reliable. I think Raymond, you like to use the background information. But I got student ask me before, Raymond, oh, can use background information to use this as reliable? Yes. That is the reason I asked you to read the background information and underline those words. And I underline the integration and interactions, right? Yeah, that is one of them. It's reliable. And then some of you underline certain words. Let's go back and see. Let us go back and see those words. Okay, here. So see lifestyle, right? Remember values, sharing experience, competing interests. Remember the job. That is the job, right? So yes, Gavin, I know it's 106 people. But I say 105 because out of the 105, I cannot find anything, no choice. So I don't want to waste my time to do interview already. Enough. At least I meet up my criteria already. So in case the government asks me, hey, hello, do you really get these different race and different religions, different ages? Yeah, I spent 105 candidates, and these are all their records. You see, these are all their resume. So I don't find it's good. So no choice. This is the last one. I already give 3 weeks. And during this 3 weeks, I already interviewed 105, but all cannot fit the job description. I have no choice. I need to employ this clown now because I need someone to fill this vacancy immediately and urgently. So therefore, I choose this. Stereotyping, yes, that is something that we need to address because we have to clear up all these things in our mind, because if you have stereotyping, like just now, right, it's all right. I cannot work with people. Remember the source C, that guy, the blogger. And then want to have vibrant, right? You see the word vibrant, right? Just now, Gavin. You read a lot of the word vibrant, then you see, and diamond. You see, You can use this word here, you see, and beneficiary. So some of you have underlined certain words here, I know. Or even one of you choose lifestyle or something like that, right? Or values. Not reliable in saying come, Wang Kang.
Not reliable in saying that diversity is good for Singapore because it is contradicted by source A, which shows how potential conflict may arise from competing interests, seen in how the protesters all come from very differing and sometimes opposing agenda, and this may result in a conflict. Such tension brewing will be reflected in the interactions and dynamics within the society that may translate to the society being hostile and hence unattractive.
I will pause for a while. You see the word interaction here? Just now, right? Integration and interaction. So sometimes if you lost a word, you see, you can use that here. There, you see? Okay. You will never get wrong because the background information is actually help you to find some words and fill up the gap. Where are we? Oh, sorry. Carry on.
Not reliable in saying that diversity is good for Singapore because it is contradicted by source F, which highlights how conflict can happen due from society's inability to embrace diversity as opposed to tolerating it. Such tensions will be reflected in the interactions and dynamics within the society that may translate to the society being hostile and hence unattractive.
Your O-level take notes will be some hybrid questions. So it's not reliable, so therefore I'm not surprised. It's not reliable because it's difficulty. It's not reliable because it's said by a person who is supporting this movement. So for goodness sake, I know some of you do reliable and not reliable, surprise, not surprise, useful, not useful. But some of you will just write reliable and forgot about not reliable. Some will tell me, I can't find the reliability. There's no such thing you can't find. If you cannot find, go to the background information and find and pick out something and put it in. Because if you do not write, do not now understand the Wang Kang. If you don't write this, the examiner will give you very low mark. You know why? Because they thought you don't understand the provenance or the source. They thought that you do not know how to apply the skills. You see, because you're writing, if you're talking to because I got not enough time, so we decided to do this part here and do the presentation because of time limitations. Therefore, we present this. During the face-to-face presentation, you can talk like that. But in the exam, you cannot tell the examiner because of no time. Therefore, I put this one. They won't accept it. So you have to put both. So now you understand, Wang Kang, you can score higher. If you don't put both, good luck to you. I'm telling you now and again. When you see reliability, I don't care how, even a few sentences, you still have to put. At least they know that, oh, you know this question must have two sides of the coin. Okay, if you write reliable and don't put, then go to the next question. They talk either you got no time, you don't know how to do, you don't know how the question to answer, then they will mark you down on the L3 to 3 marks instead of 4 marks. You know, every marks count on one grade, no, guys. This, I hope the next practice, I want to see both sides of the story. Don't give me one side, and don't tell me you got no time, and don't tell me you don't know how to do. Please, no excuse. If you cannot find, go to the background information like what this very cunning Raymonds did. Use the background information. Well done. I use the word cunning. It's true. Sometimes you have to be very short and slide. Nothing wrong. Back to you, Wang Kang.
In light of the tension that has arisen in society as a result of diversity, the Minister of Manpower made this speech to reaffirm the government's stand that diversity will bring more benefit to Singapore's society and economy, making diversity one of Singapore's strengths. He targets this message to people who are resistant to the idea of diversity, especially considering the lack of space and opportunities in Singapore, so that they would rethink their stance and really accept and work on living productively in a diverse society to reap its full benefits.
I think someone say about Singapore's strength here. This is very important. I think someone underlined based on this one here. Where's my background information? Someone did underline something just now. I can't remember where is it. I remember. Was it build a certain facility or where? What's facility? Shucks, I can't remember where is it. Okay, I remember someone talked about Singapore strength. Okay, thank you. So you see, you need to have a good conclusion like that. There's no way you cannot say, oh, Uncle Raymond, sorry, I do not have this. I'm telling you, okay, this is the actual ways of answering a good reliability and not reliability questions, right? Let's go for the this is question number 1. F. Mimian, are you ready to read to the class, please? Mimian, are you there now? If you don't feel like reading, please tell me. Okay, Raymond.
Okay.
Source F.
Source F is more useful as it is supported by source C, which shows that the impact of diversity is negative because it may spell trouble, led to huge aftershocks, such as a riot, if people are unable to learn to live cohesively with one another. Since source F is supported by source C, it is thus more reliable, and that makes source F useful.
Always remember, when you talk about reliability, usefulness, you must have cross-referencing. You definitely have to cross-reference to prove that it's reliable. You have to cross-referencing to prove that it is not reliable, it's not useful, it's useful. Okay, it's surprise and it's not surprise. You must cross-reference. Please. And then that is the thing to make you the score. You see the 4 and 5 marks. If you're not cross-referencing, you got 4 marks. If you cross-referencing, you got 5 marks. Back to you, Raymond.
All right. Or source F is not useful as it is contradicted by source D, which shows that the impact of diversity is positive, as it projects an image of a Singapore society that is vibrant and able to appeal to many people with many talents. This will all result in a more lively society that will benefit Singapore on many fronts. Since source F is contradicted by source D, it is not reliable and hence not useful in showing that the impact of diversity is negative.
So you see, just now you say vibrant appeal to many people and more talents, right? Remember, competitive. Just now someone underlined the competitive, right? And also the lifestyle. I just want to prove to you, the background information is very important. Please, at least you spend some time to read the background information. Like this one, just now someone say that, competing interest. And someone underlined this part here. Okay, so it proved to you, so you can use that words here to put it there. All right, so where are we? Give me minutes to move down again. Okay, last part. Hello. Can you appear? Okay, come. This is the most important you got. If you finish the last, just now that one, the most you get 6 marks. But you finish this paragraph here, you got at least 7 to 8 marks. Let's go. Ultimately. Yes, Raymond.
Well, ultimately, source F is useful because the source is from a sociologist. She will have nothing to gain or lose whether or not society embraces diversity. Her presence in the panel discussion reflects her knowledge and research on society after having studied it, which was why the organization would feature her in the panel in the first place. Her findings are meant to help the community as well as the government make more informed choice decisions when making policies or encouraging campaigns that deal with issues arising from a diverse society. Hence, with such knowledge and value to society, the source is more reliable and hence more useful in saying that the impact of diversity in Singapore has been negative.
So that's the last sentence. Remember, I underlined beneficiary to Singapore. And it's more useful in saying that the impact of diversity is Singapore. It's more reliable and hence more useful in saying that the impact of diversity in Singapore has been negative. So it's good. It's that saying that, okay, please, we are supposed to embrace it. So this is more reliable because it's saying that, yes, the finding is meant to help, not to mock, not to attack, not to disgrace, not to finger pointing who is right or wrong, but we are moving forwards to a more advanced, sophisticated, and a kind of paradigm shift, and also to make sure that the society that we live in, we are more gracious, more caring, more cooperative, more cohesive, and the most important is that it's more integrated and one united people. And this is important because a country like Singapore is so small, we need to have this cohesiveness. If not, if it's disintegrated, the enemy will come and destroy the peace, productivities, and the performance of the country. So this is definitely the sociology, is to encourage people to continue to do what in the past forefather has been doing for the past 50 years for Singapore. Because of time constraint, I think I will stop here because is there any more? So next week we'll talk about the structured response questions. For those who Raymond, how many score? 39, is it?
Yeah, 39 out of the 50.
I think you can score 44 to 45.
Yeah, I in the future I must score like at minimally 40 plus.
I'm so sorry. You will not do that because it's not because you cannot, you can. You know why I say sorry to you?
No.
Two things I observed doing your exam. You lack of focus. I know you look here and look there is looking for answer. But do you know by looking left and right, okay, here and there, you are giving the examiner that thinking that you are, what you are doing. So when you want to think, you got two things. When the best is close your eyes, look up, and then you look down.
Can I say that I do that because
sorry.
you well, I do that because you are like just, I mean, in the real exam setting, like it's pretty silent. Of course, I will focus on my mind, on my work, the work in front of me. But I have to point out that the environment over there, although it is pretty conducive, however,
It's very distractive.
yeah, like as with all due respect, Uncle Raymond, you are always conversing with the younger kids, so I was pretty distracted.
Actually, conversing the youngest girl, right? Just kidding. That's one. But before I do conversing, when I was sitting at one corner, I observed every single one. But because you have to understand the two kids there was one of them is a special needs. You have to understand. Yeah, one of them is a special needs. There are two brothers, right, that day. One of them is a special needs. And the mom said that you have to pay attention. And surprisingly, when you see the Koko Jie doing exam, he was very focused. Usually he's not. That makes me something that helps him to focus. So that was a test on him. Test in terms of the physical test for him, the endurance. So next thing that you're going to make you not possible to score well also for other subject is your handwriting. So Raymond, let's be honest, don't get angry. I also have lousy handwriting when I was in secondary school, but later I go to A levels improve. But let me tell you one thing, Raymond. I think you don't use black color ink. Okay, my opinion. Because you use blue color ink. Because I don't know now the paper like social studies is not in Singapore. So when you're using blue, it'll be much better. You don't try. Maybe you can test it out. Use the blue ink and then you scan. Because if I'm not mistaken, now I'm not sure whether all the paper is sent the original copy to Cambridge to mark, or they already scan the papers to Cambridge to mark. You see, Wang Kang, can you imagine every piece of paper scan is very tedious, right? It's very time consuming. I won't be surprised that they really put inside the envelope and type it out and ship it all the way to Britain, Cambridge to mark the paper. Okay, so my advice to you, Raymond, especially when the examiner is marking, they might be under the fireplace to mark, or a dim light, or maybe in a shopping mall or anything. I don't know. Or is it really locked out in a room where there's only examiner to mark? I don't know how they mark the paper. Okay, so there are many ways. So in order to play safe, you have to do that in that way. Okay, so definitely you can score. The way I see your answer, I'm surprising when I mark your answer. I look at the answer here, you see, the answer here is quite similar to your answer, right? You can tell. So another third thing is very worried, time management. Okay, you must really have a full paper. Sorry, Raymond, Wang Kang, and Delvin. Ming lock out already. I didn't know. Okay, so take note. If you want to really pass your exam with flying color, I think the three of you can do it. Seriously. You need to do now at home to set your time management. Like Wang Kang, you did, right? You did you really did 1 hour and 45 minutes? Because the three of them do more than 1 hour and 45 minutes. So they have to test it. If you really can do 1 hour and 45 minutes, you are there already, Wang Kang. You are there. Okay. Right. So Jia Ying did not make it. Okay, he failed the paper because I think I can see that day he was doing maybe a bit stressed. If she is here, I also will ask her also. Is it because she's stressed? She's too exam when it comes. Some people when it come to exam, they say when in the Zoom, she's very good. She will talk and send something homework very good. But when it comes to exam, people will get phobia or new environment. So that is why, guys, I want you to come here like a few times to acquaintance to get used to the environments. You know what I mean? Because of course, Wang Kang, you do exam at home in your comfort, correct now. You know when to go toilet, but when you are having exam with your fellow friends and other leaders together, you feel the ambience and the atmosphere is different. You have to get used to that, seriously. Then once you go to exam, it's like, chicken feet already, okay? So this SRQ, I will stop here. I will continue next week. And by right, okay, just a quick one. I'm so sorry. I know tomorrow got no school, but give me a while. I need to complete this. I need to talk about this one here. Okay. This is a new topic, the revisions of chapter 1, issue 1. Okay, so we spent too much time on SBQ. I think it's worth it because we need to clear it once and for all. So at least you don't make the same failure and same mistake again when you do the next full paper. So that's not the one I want to show. Okay. Oh, this one, sorry. Okay, so this is the one here. Okay, I finished all the way. So next week we'll spend more on SRQ. That one is important. Okay, and then this one, what does it mean for me to be a citizen of my country? Okay, then we'll look for SPQ question to do it. All right, so same thing. I would like you to time. This one will be maybe 35 minutes only for SPQ. Okay, guys, thank you so much for your time.